Hello and welcome back to Math Class with Mr. Kerr. Today we're going to be talking about rational and irrational numbers and classifying numbers in each different group. So first of all, rational numbers, we'll remind ourselves what that means. Rational numbers are numbers that will end or terminate or repeating, like 0.33333 or 0.545454. That's repeating, so that would be rational. Or a decimal 0.025 that ends. It's a rational number. Irrational numbers are numbers that go on forever but do not repeat. So for now, there's other numbers, but for now, all that we've really learned about are imperfect square roots, imperfect cube roots, and pi. Those are pretty much those are the only irrational numbers that we know about right now. There are others that we'll learn in the future, but not in 8th grade. That's all we know for now. So let's go through this and start to classify some of these. So we're just going to write them in the boxes down here, the different boxes. So here's a decimal that ends. It doesn't go on forever, so that would be a rational number. And then these dots tell us that it keeps going. Nothing's repeating here. It's not a number that's repeating, so this would be an irrational number. Negative or positive doesn't matter. This is a number that ends, so negative 0.65. Square root of 16. Well, the square root of 16 is just equal to 4, so that's rational. It's not all square roots. It's only imperfect square roots. Square root of 22, is that a perfect square? Nope. So that's irrational. Now this number goes on forever, but it's repeating, so we would call that a rational number. Pi, we just know, is irrational. 6/7. So anything that can be, I should say this too, anything that can be written as a fraction is a rational number. That's what it means, rational, a number that can be written as a fraction. So this is basically the definition of a rational number. It's written as a fraction. Whole numbers are also rational. 6 times pi, 6 times an irrational number, is also irrational. Repeat or doesn't repeat, goes on forever, would be irrational. This is basically 3 times 2, right? Square root of 4 is actually 2, so this is 6. That is a rational number. Fraction, rational. Okay, tricky. I said fractions, but if there's an irrational number in the fraction, then that is going to be irrational. 8, and this terminates, it ends, so done. So that's an example of how we would classify the rational and irrational numbers. Like I said earlier, now that we've gone through it, it might make a little more sense or stick in a little bit more. But like I said earlier, for now, if it's an imperfect root or if it's pi, those are our only irrational numbers that we know about. All right, thanks again for spending time in math class with Mr. Kura, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.